Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Chino062, and I was gonna say welcome back to my channel, or if you're not, subscribe to the channel. But, anyways, let me get into today's story. So, this is when I first was 21, barely 21, 2 weeks in, and I was like, okay, I got hit up by my cousin to go bar hopping, and holy shit, I remember how horrible it was, and tell me what the fuck I did. I was like, holy, did I actually did all that? But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so this takes place back in what? This was when it was 2020, so this was during the pandemic. But yeah, so during the pandemic, I just turned 21. Then, since I was 21, my cousin hit me up. He called me up. He's like, "Hey, since you're 21, let's go bar hop. I could take you actually to bars." And I'm like, "Bet." So from there, he said, "It's like, I'm gonna go scoop you." So we went to downtown. We went to what was it? The first place? It was like a cider brewery. And since it was like, okay, I want to say how ciders is, and I didn't realize cider technically was like a fruity drink, but hey, it was a good juiced up cider drink. So we were drinking like what? I think I did that day blueberry cider, blackberry, strawberry, and apricot cider. And that keep in mind, I was doing like what? Not even like your standard 12 ounce. I was doing like a 16-ounce course. So I was just chugging in. And they're like, oh man, this like tastes like water to me. So yeah, from there, after it was like what 9 p.m., we decided to go to our second bar. So we go to like another brewery that was just like 2 blocks down. So we walked over there, and then from there we got like what was there? Like okay, their beers were like more like lagers. So I just tried to take their own version of the lager, and it was a good one. Like because like their main ingredient is guava. So okay, so I drink one. I was already feeling kind of tipsy, kind of stumbling a little bit, but yeah, like that beer was like 7%, so drink that one. Then the second beer, I decided to do a different cider that they have their own. That one was like a mix of kiwis and strawberries, and ooh, that really hit. I was like, okay, I like this one. I really liked it. But yeah, no, yeah, we were there then. We should see like three other friends I pull up. Well, let's just call them C, K, and who was the other one? And A. So yeah, CK and A, they said they just came from another bar, and I was like, how is it? And they're like, yo, yeah, it's like you'll like it. It's like it's our mutual homie S. I was ever gonna call her our mutual homie S. And we were like, all right, we'll go see. Like we didn't know he worked there, so we decided to go over there to go see how he's doing. See, because like I haven't seen that dude like what at the time like 2 years. So I was like, all right, let's go stop by and see him. So yeah, we decided to go to our homies bar. We'll call it the Cow. Mostly I just don't want to get him in trouble or anything. But yeah, we went. And then first thing I asked him was like, "Hey, give me a michelada." He's like, "Shit, are you sure?" He's like, "Come on, you don't want something better?" I'm like, "Come on, it's just a michi. What could go wrong with a michi?" And then for those who don't know, I don't know who if everybody would know what a michelada is, but michelada is basically beer and like tomato juice, and they add some like hot sauce. And then how he does it, he also puts tahini salt on top. And oh man, that shit's so good and kind of helps out when you're getting too fucked up to calm it down. But yeah, I drink one of those with a sip of beer. Ooh man, he knew what he was doing. I mean, he was bartending at the time, what barely 4 months in, but he was doing good. He was doing good. And yeah, the next round, I told him get us a shot of tequila. I can't remember what kind of tequila it was. I'm pretty sure it was Ornieto, and I fucking hate Ornieto with a passion. But yeah, we did it. Chugged it down, and me trying to be like, I don't need a fucking chaser. So he didn't give me a chaser. I did it straight, but deeply inside, I was crying and dying because I was like, man, I would take a coke just to run it, run it to chase it down, clear it out of my throat. But nope, I said I was raised no punk bitch. I gotta go do it. So I did it. Yeah, so from there, after I took that shot, I was like, okay, I need to go to the restroom now. So I ran straight to the restroom right away. Oh shit, I almost yacked right there while waiting because like the problem wasn't that restroom. Like it's those restrooms that only has like one area where you could only use it, so it's only one person could be in, and then there's already one dude right there waiting just to use the restroom. So I was like, oh god, like I don't know if I can hold it on any much longer. And like a few seconds later, a dude comes out, and then the guy who was in front of me was about to go in, and I pushed inside. Told him I'm about to yak it, so I pushed him aside, went in, and then I started just yakking it on the toilet. Luckily, I made it in time because like literally that throw up is like already the back of my throat, so it came out full force right there. So I was like, all right, I am ready for my next round. So from there, I went up back to my homie and I was telling him like, yo, big dog, make me a Marge, and then like, okay, so one thing I didn't know at the time, I didn't realize mixing drinks is the worst thing you can fucking do. Because, like, from there, you'll be like, okay, you'll get more drunk quick, and then you'll be really hungover the next day, and then, oh man, I hated how that hangover was. But, anyways, though, yeah, my friend made me his margarita. It was his signature margarita. And then it was the last round there. And then, because he was saying, like, hey, we wipe out the clothes, but do you want to go to Box? And then Box is kind of technically our closest club in our city because our city doesn't really have like many big bars, mostly because we're a retirement city. So for us younglings, like everybody's like in their 20s, like they ain't really much to do. Other than maybe go out and drink in a handful of bars. But everyone kind of like knows everybody. But yeah, so from there we just like go to Box. All right, so this is where it gets fucking where it gets really juicy. So yeah, we went over to Box and then we had to go up the stairs. So I'm already pretty trash trying to get up. So we managed to get in just because my boy was really cool with security. So they let us in. But then yeah, we went up to the bar and I was like, I have never tried an adios before, so I decided to try an adios. Yeah, that was horrible idea I did. Because from there, I took a few swigs. I I got like like the whole world started spinning for me, and then that's when I just slipped, fell on the floor, and then my friends were like, you know, we're just gonna take you home. Dude. You're done for the day. So they started taking me back to the car. Then they got me into the car, and then from there I was like, all right, I'm gonna close my eyes and wait till we make it home. I closed my eyes, and from there, I don't know what the fuck was going on. So my friends had to tell me what I did. So this is quoting to them. Okay, so from there, we were like, okay, I was passed out, and then my friends were like, all right, we're gonna go to McDonald's so they could get some food. But since I already blacked out here, I don't know what was going on. So according to my friends, they said like I started rolling down the window, and I was like, I was like all the way groggy, saying like, yeah, I'm gonna take a piss real quick. So I just tried to take my pants down to try, have my, my rooster out to go use the restroom out in rows, and like my friends were like trying to pin me down, not letting me like pull my pants up, take a piss out through the window, and I'm like, come on, like it's a public road, and they're like, no, dude, you're too gone, you're too gone. So I was like, nah, I'm fine. But nah, they calm me down, and he happened to stop at McDonald's, and then from McDonald's, that's what if I wanted anything. Me, I asked them for an iced coffee. Yeah, I got the iced coffee, then from there, I tried to drink it, but I spilled it over my cousin's car. So that's one thing I owe him. I owe him a good cleanup of his car, so I had to do that like a day or two after because I was so fucked the next morning. And then me being drunk, I was also going through a breakup at the time. I decided to call my ex wasted. And, oh man, my friends kept grabbing my phone, making sure I didn't want to do that. So it's like, thank God they were there for me, stopping me from making that call. Cause they said I broke down. I was like all crying drunk, and it was like, yeah, that's not the best way to do it. But yeah, yeah, they got me to the house, and then they were trying to get me into my house, but I couldn't make it up the steps. So what they do? They just fucking leave me there on the steps. But yeah, from there I woke up next morning. I was hit. It's my mom like tapping my shoulder, saying if I was okay, and I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, I even got. They're like, we don't know. You just made it home. But yeah, long story short, that was probably like the worst hangovers waking up just because I started yakking as soon as my mom woke me up. Yeah, I was just yakking there outside. But yeah, that was my again, getting blacked out phase, and it's like, okay, sure. We learn from that. I mean, I still get black. Well, I don't get as blacked out as I used to. I'll go drink here and there, but I'll wake up hungover here and there. But oh well. I mean, that was what can happen. So you gotta, be careful when you go out drinking. But yeah, it was my fun first time getting blacked out drunk, barely 21, and yeah, didn't realize how going out bar hopping, you spend a lot of money. So
For your trouble,
if you're
father.
gonna do that, make sure you're not gonna be wasting a lot
How
of
much
money.
your
But
blood
anyways,
money?
if you guys like my video and my
You took
story
theirs.
time, just like and
Not a lot
subscribe.
of
Please
difference from
subscribe.
where I'm
You know, they
standing.
encourage me to keep uploading more of these videos, and I'll
That should
see
be
you
enough
next
dough
time.
to patch up the bullet holes and keep you quiet.